Gentleman from Idaho, Mr. Fulcher.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Madam Secretary. I represent the state of Idaho, and the culture there is a little bit different than other parts of the country. That has a tendency to be more independent, self-sufficient. So you probably won't hear us make as much noise seeking federal help a lot of the time. But we do have some unique situations there. We've got about 2/3 of our land mass, which is federally owned, which takes those resources out, takes property tax off the table, but yet we're still have the same constitutional responsibility for providing schools. And so I wanted to just get you to, or ask you to speak to perhaps some of the provisions and/or flexibility for using the funds that we do receive to address some of the unique characteristics of our state, broadband in rural parts of the state, for example, or enhanced transportation to try to make that more accessible for our student base, that type of thing. Can you speak to that just with what's in the budget or possible flexibility in those areas?
Sure. The Every Student Succeeds Act has a provision that actually no local districts have actually applied for yet. That would allow them to take up to 5% of their Title I funding and use it around a student-centered pilot. And that is something that could interject a lot more creativity into how students' needs were met. I would love to see a local district actually take advantage of this flexibility that was built into the law. And then I would say companion to that is the Education Freedom Scholarships proposal that, if Idaho were to become a part of that, would give a lot of flexibility around providing transportation for students to get perhaps from a small rural school to a career and technical education center, or to enhance a career and technical education center experience and opportunity for students from a large region. Really would give a great latitude to Idaho to be able to craft a program or programs that would be unique to the needs of Idaho.
Thank you for that. And just to follow up, if I may, along with those or maybe a little bit unique needs, in particular in the rural areas, there's a significant percentage of faith-based education facilities and also homeschool. Same question. Do these provisions apply in those situations?
Well, an Education Freedom Scholarship proposal enacted and opted into by Idaho would allow Idaho to address those particular communities and allow for students to choose those or to choose to be supported by those if that's what Idaho decided to use the funds for.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. I yield the balance of my time to Representative Fox.